Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Conqueror Gun Carriage. It's a tier 10 British SPG located on the south spawn of Pilsen. This one is under the command of Shy IG of LVRIC clan. Shy IG. Interesting name. Okay, we'll probably have to explain that at some time. Well, this is another fake tank, I'm afraid. Yes, Wargaming had to make up a fake Arty for the British top tier. And yes, it's supposedly been made on a Conqueror's hull and with a 9.2 inch howitzer attached to it, but no, never existed, never even formulated. It's entirely Wargaming's imagination. Okay, well, he's got a 233.7 caliber howitzer capable of doing, well, a lot of damage. He's just lining up the shot on the Leopard. We have to take control of the camera because I'm afraid he's got this habit of shooting and then looking away. And that was a direct hit. He missed out on that because he didn't see it. He wasn't looking when he fired. He's already on the move immediately afterwards. You see, you need to keep an eye on what happens to your shell, because if you don't, you could miss out on some information you need to know. And he's just whacked that Leopard for a huge amount of hit points. This thing is capable of 1000 alpha, penetrating 59 millimeters of armor with an 11.6 meters burst radius. With the extra HE, it's capable of 1350. And he's lining up a shot on the IS-7. Dialed in. Rounds out. Well, that was a direct hit, and 489, so it didn't penetrate the armor, and he's already moving to change position to avoid counter battery. Now, because it's actually an enclosed structure, you can use vents, and that will help you. He just knocked a tree over. It's only a tiny tree, but that could give an idea to the enemy Arty where you are. That's the T92 HMC, by the way. And in fact, actually, he's aiming to the southeast at the moment, so we know that he's not aiming in our general direction. IS-7 takes another hit, which was, well, it was a splash, actually, for 259. As you can see, we're already changing position. Standard reload, 44.1 seconds. And you can see his reload was actually about, is it 32, 35, somewhere in that region? So he has knocked a considerable amount off. And he's having a quick look over the other side of the battlefield now. He thinks there's a bat chat over there. He's almost loaded. 35.51 seconds is his reload time. Well, it was right on that corner. So if the bat chat was using that corner to fire from, he's probably fairly badly damaged. Object 780 has now replaced the IS-7 in that position. I suspect he probably did pen that Leopard because he did get a direct hit. And given the lack of armor on an IS-7, Leopard rather, he probably did whack it. Oh, that was very, very close indeed. 295. He almost got the engine deck of that guy in the 780. Changing position. He's been joined by a couple of interlopers. A CS-63 and a Leopard's parked up front. And we've got a Leopard behind us as well. It seems that the enemy is pressuring us into this corner. So we're out now aiming for a mouse who's making his way down. Now there's a bit of piping there. It's been knocked down. But that piping is notorious for intercepting shells. Oh! Well, he got a critical hit, but it was very close to being a hit on the armor. In fact, I would have said that was an armor hit. But since it is an HE round... You can see Shy has actually elected to carry 4 rounds of the non-stun HE. As I said, that does have extra damage. 1,350, 74 millimeters of pen. And a 6 meter burst radius. Remember, the burst radius is smaller for non-stun HE. I don't know how Wargaming figures that one out, because of course all their rules are basically fake and designed to damage Arty's chances of succeeding. As we know from bitter experience, that was a good shot. hit the mouse. And Arty's firing on us. And yes, he got close enough to actually damage our tracks. So he worked out where we were, and that not moving after that shot did affect him. There's the leopard, and oh yes, he is missing a lot of hit points, but that might not have been us that caused it, or Shy. You can see he has missed about, he's lost about a third of his hit points. Now, we're almost ready to shoot. Trying to angle it. Well, quite a big impact explosion there. But the leopard moved out of the way of the shell before it actually arrived. We're only 3 tanks down on the enemy at the moment. But remember, we've had quite a few battles recently where teams have been down on numbers, but they've still come back to win. And that 121, well, he's very low on hit points. And so's the Batchat 25 ton, who makes a quick drive-by of the 780. Now, can we get a shot on him? Well, not really, but he does get taken out in the end by our Leopard 1. So I think he chose to do the drive-by on a spot that was defended, and he paid for the price. Okay, no shot there, red line, but he gets a green line. Oh, and he fires in, and he does damage the mouse, but it's only a small amount, but he gets stun assist. Now he's changing position again, just in case that T-92 decides that he doesn't want to attack his tanks. He wants to attack the Arty. It's going to be quite useful having these tanks around us when the enemy gets close to our cap area, and they are basically, they do have the east side of the map at the moment. Standard ammo capacity on the CGC is 24 rounds, so he's still got plenty to fire with. He's got 15 to go. Again, he's still got a red line. The building is the problem, and they might be able to shoot through the door. Oh, now we just saw where the enemy Arty is. The T-92 has been located. But you can see that Shy is not interested in that. He's interested in the tanks. He realizes the tanks can change the battle. And his shell goes in there after the mouse, but I think he may have only just stunned him. He did stun him, but he is being hit while he's stunned, and that means we're getting stun assist. Now we're right in the corner, and that's mainly to protect us from camo, because yes, the enemy tanks are getting closer. One of them was spotted near the cap area. Okay, there's the mouse. Get a shot. There's another mouse on team. Trying to line it up. Looks like it's good there. Rounds out. Lands nearby for 153. We're only 1 tank down now, so we have recovered to a certain extent. I think the enemy did make some very bad decisions, and that's why the team is doing so well. We're still way down on hit points, though. Mouse is moving towards us. Oh, we've got a red line now on, and they are starting to cap. Our teammates to the right of us, or to the east of us, I should say, are now fighting. They just killed the Manticore. There's a leopard in the cap, and the mouse is now, well, he's getting closer and closer. We might have to start firing at the cap area now. Now, he has got those trees up ahead in front of him, basically double bushing him. We just lost the Progetto, so we've lost our eyes. And the enemy's still capping. We're not loaded yet, and the IS-7's on the move. We might lose sight of him. Yep, we have lost sight of him. So it's just 2 left now against, and now it's just Shy IG. And he did get, oh! He did get a direct hit on someone in the cap. I think it may have been the leopard, but he was taken out in the end by the EBR. Well, even though that game was a defeat, it was the 3rd mark of excellence game for Shy IG in the CGC. Yes, the Conqueror Gun Carriage. Congratulations on getting your 3rd mark. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 11 in that game. and he did a considerable amount of damage, 3,584 in total. There you go, you can see it right at the top of the table there, but it wasn't the highest damage in the game. No, actually he was beaten by the mouse, who got 4,076. So yes, unfortunately he comes in second place on damage, but he did keep up a consistently high amount of damage on the enemy from each game. The third highest damage in the game went to the Leopard 1 on his own team with 3,335 hit points of damage. And of course, the tank that killed him was the EBR, who managed to get fifth on damage in the game. When it came to kills, it was the Leopard 1 did the best with 4 kills on his own team. 3 kills went to the Leopard 1, the IS-7 on the enemy team, and 2 kills went to the Progetto 65 on his own team and to the Object 907. And on the enemy team, the Mouse and the Leopard 1 also managed 2 kills each. When it came to base XP, it's the EPR who did the best, actually, on the enemy team. The guy who killed him got 1,043. The Mouse got 1,020. They were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000, with the Leopard 1 getting 866. But we can see that Shy IG did 409 on that one. Well, a lot of players all got very, very close together, but they were on the losing team. He fired 13 rounds, got 5 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot. Well, let's see if we can guess which one. It was that first shot. The one I said that he didn't look, and he should have looked. He actually did hit a Leopard 1 on the enemy team for 1,428. Now, I'm pretty certain he actually got 2 hits on that guy, because that was the same guy who was actually sitting in the cab when he got a blind hit right at the end of the game, just before he got killed. So I think between them, those hits accounted for more than 2/3, I think, of the hit points of that Leopard 1. So yes, that was important to know. And I think the penetrating shot was probably the first one that he actually fired right at the start of the game. The one which he fired and then looked away immediately. That was information he really did need to know, that, you know, the Leopard 1 had been badly damaged by that shot. So he did get a good one right at the start of the game. He also got 10 splashes in the game. 3,584 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit. It was a penetration. That was the kill shot from the EPR 105. And he also got 1 hit by way of splash as well from the enemy T92. Took a sizable chunk of his hit points off and, of course, made him an easy kill for the EPR when he did find him. 5 enemy vehicles were damaged. None were killed, but he did get 1,406 hit points of stun assist of 12 stuns. And he got 17 defense points when he reset the Leopard in the cap. On a premium account, he actually made a loss of that game of 16,536 credits, but I don't think you'll mind that because even then he got 614 XP. But the best of all is he got the 3rd mark of excellence. Even in a losing game, it's nice to get that and know that you've got 3 marks of excellence on the vehicle, and that everyone recognizes that you've persisted and managed to maintain a very high skill level to get the 3rd mark, and you are an excellent player in the particular Arty in question. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.